to Quantum Change. I'm Natasha Williams, and I specialize in helping people get clear on what it is they want from their life and then remove the emotional baggage that is holding them back from achieving the life of their dreams. And today I want to carry on from last week's topic, which is self-worth, and specifically finances. When you are struggling financially, as a life transformation coach, personally, the way that I work is I work by healing the beliefs that you have around money. Now, often what we do is we believe that maybe money is the root of all evil, or we get told that we must look at the beliefs that we formed as a child, that we heard our parents say, like money stinks, or money doesn't grow on trees, or people that are wealthy treat others badly, or whatever that belief is. And then what people do is they try and set about clearing that, but somehow they never seem to get ahead. And there are industries that teach people how to make money, and they make money by teaching them how to make money. They haven't actually made their own millions and then share that. There are very few real qualified business owners that have actually accomplished that are then able to share their methodology with people. And those are the ones that are making the real money. And there are a lot of coaches out there that also help you to become financially free by showing you how to clear those belief systems. But at the end of the day, they are not financially free themselves. And it's the same as people that are financial advisors that don't even have their own packages. They make money off the commission that they sell those packages to you for. And what I want to discuss with you is that the reason why you do not have money is because you don't believe you're worthy of it. End of story. You can look at all the external things that people have said, and they might add to it. They might make it so that you look at those things, but it's like an addiction. Let's say somebody is a hoarder and they are hoarding books. What happens is you start, maybe it's your spouse and he's hoarding books, and you start arguing about the fact that he's hoarding books. But what is happening is the books are a replacement for something else that was a loss in his life. And so the subject goes around, can you please get rid of the books? But until he has replaced that loss, the books are going to stay. And it's the same concept. When we're looking at the beliefs that surround the reason why you don't have money, you're looking at something that's external. You're looking at the symptom and not the cause. And you are the cause. And I have a theory, and maybe I'm wrong, and maybe you think that the way I'm talking is now completely over your head, but I do believe that we come back lifetime after lifetime, and when we come into this body, we already have a built-in personality. You could be born into the same family with your brother or sister, and they've got a completely different expectation on life as to how you are. You might see the difference between your kids. They come from the same family, they have the same parents, but yet one will have this sense of entitlement that they just expect that things will come their way and they don't need to work for it. And the other one will feel that they need to give everything, including the kitchen sink, in order to be of any remote kind of value. And there are two people within the same family. Where did that come from? And I believe it comes from past lives. The thing is, you don't have to go into your past life to heal it, because you most probably have had other lives where you were extremely wealthy. And in those lifetimes, maybe you were a slave owner. Maybe you treated people badly, and that's why you decided to go back into a life of poverty. And you don't know the story. It becomes so complicated. It's made up sometimes. But the fact is, you came in with it. What are you going to do with it? And the first thing that I would say is decide. So now that you are aware that it is a choice, there is a saying that Ho'oponopono uses, and it's just 4 sentences. It's I love you, thank you, please forgive me, I'm sorry. And you could say those in no particular order. I love you, please forgive me, thank you, I'm sorry. And what happens when you have a negative belief that comes into your head, which you're going to have anyway? We have thoughts that come into our head whether we like them or not. The difference is, do you want to hold on to those thoughts? Are you like a leaf blowing around down the stream of life and you get caught up in the bushes? Are you allowing that fact that there was a bush sticking out to hold you back? Or are you just going to say, you know what, I don't need to hold on to that. Let me just continue onto the flow of life. And so what you're doing is you're saying, I'm having that thought to the universe or to God. You can just say, I love you. And when you're saying I love you, you're loving the fact that you're just a person. You're just a human having a human experience in the human condition. You don't judge it. You can't know what the story was. You don't know the bigger picture. And when you say, please forgive me, you are asking for whatever it is that you maybe did or didn't do to forgive you for all of those gross misconducts because you weren't aware. Just like Jesus said, Lord, forgive them for they know not what they do. That is what it means. So it's not about judging. It's just about understanding that everybody is at a different place in their life and they maybe do not see the bigger picture and they're acting out of the best that they know how. The other thing is you could have been, let me finish. So from there, it's thank you, because now you're assuming that it's done. You're saying thank you, and that means you're closing it off. And I'm sorry means I am sorry for anything that I may have done or not done. And that is what ties in with please forgive me. And when you just do that, every time you have that negative thought, you allow yourself to slowly start dissipating it instead of holding on to it and thinking that because you had this thought in your head, it must be true and you need to hold on to it because there's some value in it. Just let it go. And the other thing I was going to mention is that if you are born with this notion, you've also genetically inherited lifetimes of parents that grew up maybe in a low-class system. Maybe they were told in the 1800s or earlier, you are not never going to amount to anything. You're a maid, you're a servant. That is your lot. Accept it. You're never going to rise above poverty. And that consciousness is instilled within your DNA. It's instilled within you. And you carry that through from your parents. And you will sense this kind of hopelessness, this despair that they are implanting into your DNA because they carry it from their forefathers. And again, you can use the Ho'oponopono. You can again say, I am sorry, I love you, please forgive me, thank you. To whatever that situation is that happened, because you don't know what the story was. But what you do know is that right now, you have the opportunity to either keep carrying it, not even knowing why you're doing it, or just letting it go and deciding it's unnecessary baggage, it's not going to get me anywhere. I hope this video helps you, and if you like what I shared, please share with your friends, with your family, or better yet, just subscribe to the channel. I'll send you more videos like this. Let me know in the comments what it is you'd like to hear from. And just on that note, if you want to actually be financially successful, then you need to decide that you already are. Not that you're going to be, but that you already are. And what does it look like to you? So have a good week. I look forward to seeing you next week.